Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Kai here from Tic-Tac-Toe. Today we're going to talk about this very rugged looking sports case. This is from Sportlink and it is a waterproof case for your iPhones. So yes, they make a few other variants of this similar case. The one that I have is probably the most basic one. Basic requirements to keep your iPhone away from water. If you look at the website, they also have other variants like the ones that has a MagSafe for your iPhone. This one, unfortunately, does not have. So it really depends on your use case. So a bit of a backstory. This company, Sportlink, they sent me this case and they asked me to try it out and talk about it and see whether or not this is a good product. And as always, when these kind of companies, they send me products like this, I will make it a point to not be biased because it's a free product. I tend to be a bit critical and see whether this is going to be a good product or a product that you can just ignore. So definitely we're going to test some things to put everything to see whether or not they work. Okay, out of the box, I actually just opened it last week. So there are guides over here for you to follow through and install the phone case onto your iPhone. What not to do, what you need to do. So I've read this a bit, and for the current iPhone that you have, if you have any screen protector, you need to remove it. Yeah, that's one of the requirements for you to install this waterproof case. And of course, it cannot be installed over any existing case, so you need to remove them as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn off the iPhone, all right, and remove anything that is not supposed to be here while I go and install the waterproof phone case. And there are two parts to the phone case that the Sportlink provide, the back casing and the front case. So this has to come together. The installation is quite straightforward, and what you need to take note of is that the front part is actually just a plastic film. I think that's the reason why they ask you to remove any screen protector that's on your iPhone, because this is going to replace your current existing screen protector. All right, so this is it. It's just a very thin plastic film, and there is like a rubber gasket all around the phone case, the front casing. And also there's this like a rubber housing that where your ports are. So your charging port, it goes here, and this kind of like seal the entire port. So I guess that's the reason to make it entirely waterproof. So installation, all right, before that, I can see some dust on the plastic film. I'm just going to remove the dust. They provide several alcohol swab as well as a microfiber cloth that you can see over here. So I'm just going to use it to dust away any debris or any dust particles. I see a bit because I took this out last week and put it on my bookcase. It has started to collect dust. You just have to take the front casing, align it with your iPhone, make sure all the buttons where the power button is, the volume rocker, it's all aligned, and just push it a little bit inside, making sure that it's snug, right? Once it's snug, now you can put the back casing. Okay, the back casing, a bit more on this. Of course, there are holes to accommodate your camera lenses, but these holes, believe it or not, these are also with plastic casings. It's to further protect your lens. And this entire thing, it's plastic. Okay, the back casing, there's no rubber gasket or anything to be found. So this goes to the back, aligned against your camera lenses. All right, once you've aligned it, you just have to press it down. Okay, so there are catches over on the edges of the case. So you just have to press it down and make sure you hear those clicks. Those very satisfying clicks. Now that everything is in place, the last thing to do is to cover the pot's seal over here, this rubber thingy. So make sure it's snug as well. All right, so that is how you install it. Okay, so it's kind of straightforward. All right, so how responsive is this? Let's test it out. So as I swipe up my iPhone, I can already unlock by right. All of this can be moved. If you're on YouTube and if you swipe up for the iPhone, it will minimize the app at the background. For the screen, It feels rather responsive when you touch the apps or when you move things around. Everything seems to be as expected. Even when you touch the edges, it does tend to move from side to side. So screen responsiveness, I would say it is all right. You can definitely feel that slight lag. I don't know whether you know what I'm talking about. If you were to swipe down, it is not as seamless as just using the iPhone screen to swipe down because of the plastic film. So there is that bit of lag that you can feel. But otherwise, I think it is not a deal breaker. Now, let's put everything to the test to see whether or not this is indeed waterproof. To the sink. Now it's time to do the fun part. Yay! Dunking this in to the sink. So right now, what you are looking at over here, this is my kitchen sink with water. It's almost fully filled with water. And we're just going to dunk this entire thing below, and we're going to set the timer for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, we're going to take it out and we're going to remove it from the casing and see whether or not water has seeped into the iPhone. Okay, dunking it in. So scary. Alexa, set timer for 30 minutes. I think my Alexa is dead. All right, so take 2 for Alexa. Alexa, set timer for 30 minutes. All right. We'll come back in 30 minutes. So Alexa has already triggered the 30 minutes timer. Now we're going to remove the iPhone. Just as a first preliminary observation, I do not see or feel any wetness on my iPhone. Because if it's wet and my phone is Sportlink, you owe me a brand new iPhone. All right, so now let's try and do a bit of underwater video taking or photo taking. Let's try it out. All right, we're back at the sink once again. I'm just going to start the video recording. And we're going to be facing this way. And I'm going to dunk it into the sink. I've not asked my wife about this, but I went ahead and borrowed one of her Legos. Okay, so we're going to make Harry Potter swim. In the movie, I don't know whether he swam or not. Oh yeah, he did. In Goblet, right? He was reaching for the, I forgot what it was. It was where the mermaid-looking creatures were around those, I think it was a lake. So now we're going to make Harry Potter swim once more. Here you go, Harry. Okay, Harry did not dive. Harry stay afloat. Okay. Thankfully, we've got Hedwig. Hedwig, this time around, you go straight into the bottom, all right? Oh, Hedwig floats too. Harry and Hedwig looks dead, guys. Just floating around on the surface of the sink, waiting to be rescued. Okay, we're going to change the video mode from the normal one to a slow-mo one. This is going to be fun. So when Harry jumps into the pool, it's going to create some very nice slow-mo effect. Okay, let's watch how the two video clips look like. All right, so you can see the videos are actually very visible. So you can definitely use this for your underwater video taking. Right, the lens appears to be clear and it could capture when Harry and Hedwig dunked into the sink. May God rest their souls. But overall, I think this is not bad. Overall, for anything underwater or for protection against the weather, the storm, monsoon season, I think this is fantastic. Of course, there are other options for you to try out. Those in Shopee, those in Amazon, those in TikTok Shop. There's a lot of similar kind of products, but I don't know whether they do work or not. I mean, from experience on just trying it out, it looks and it feels really, really good. It does the job of being a waterproof protection cover for your iPhone. What I also like is this very tight seal pot cover over here, these rubber ones, which not just seals, it actually enters straight into your USB-C charging port. So there is this groove over here. This goes straight into it, and I guess it closes, and that makes the entire thing even more convincing. And I don't know whether I've already mentioned this, but probably not. They do come with a lanyard. So this lanyard, you can tie it onto this part of the casing. And this becomes an added security. You know, if you are going for a scuba dive or not aware of yourself that you are traversing against very rough terrain and everything, this could still make your iPhone just attached to your body at all times. So just now we tried the 30-minute underwater test. Everything looks fine. My phone is running as per normal, nothing freaky or nothing different from before I dunked it into the sink. So that's always a good news. So who will this be good for? Well, I can think of a few. It could be for outdoor enthusiasts, probably divers, outdoor workers, people who are always outdoors. My good friend who is working installing radio towers all over Australia, this might be a good option for him. Who else? Motorbike riders, definitely moving from places to places where your phone is your primary navigation tool, because people who are riding the bikes or motorbikes, they would put the phone right in front of them like this, facing up. And with this kind of case, it will definitely help protect against the weather. You know, your sudden rain in Singapore for the past few weeks, there's like sudden thunderstorms. No one expected it, and suddenly it paused. And when it paused, it really, really paused. So this is a very good protection. Who else could benefit from this? I can also think of Grab delivery drivers, those who are on either bicycles or on the motorbikes. This will be great for them. For them, it's going to be both a navigation tool as well as for them to fulfill orders. So this will definitely be great. So those are more of the pros. Now, what about the cons? Well, it is a little bulky, as you can see. It adds a bit of thickness to your iPhone. If you're not a cover protection kind of person for your iPhone, this will definitely be something very different, because it adds that bulk and that thickness, makes your iPhone a little fatter than it usually is. The other one is the audio coming out from the speakers. Okay, let's do a quick test. Let me run my video. Nice unlocking of doors. When you unlock your gate, your door unlocks as well. Yeah, apparently not all of the digital door locks does this. And it's so weird. I thought it's a thing, but apparently it's there. All digital door locks does this. But after much research, I found out that many brands, they do not offer. Definitely with the phone casing, the audio from the speaker, it's a bit muffled. If you're using this, probably don't play rave music, if that makes sense. Responsiveness on the screen, just now we've already tested it out. It works fine with that bit of lagginess, just that half a second kind of lag. Other than that, I think it's fantastic. All right, guys, that's it for the review. I think this is a good product. So if you do not know which kind of waterproof casing to buy for your iPhone, you can definitely check this out. They also come in newer iPhone models like your iPhone 16 and your iPhone 16e. So if you have those phones, definitely check it out as well. That has been the review for the Sportlink waterproof case. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification button to be notified whenever I upload new videos. And what you can do to help this channel is also to help with engagement by just dropping an emoji into the comment. That will help the channel really, really a lot. And I just leave you with Harry Potter and Hedwig, R.I.P.